Living language.
Hello and welcome to Living Language with me, Suvarna Khemdang from Faculty of Liberal Arts, Rajamongkol University of Technology, Pranakorn. This program is brought to you by RMUTP English Online. You can listen to our programs at englishonline.rmutp.ac.th, Facebook page and YouTube channel RMUTP Live. Living Language today, in Trendy Words, the first part of the program, we are going to talk about English idioms from winter. And in the second part, the learning tips, I'm going to share with you guys the backward design is an effective teaching and learning method. So you can listen to the detail in my program today. Stay tuned.
Trendy words.
In Trendy Words today, I'm going to talk about English idioms from winter. And why? Why winter? It's kind of a satire to pick up idioms from winter when the weather is cold, because right now in Thailand it's sizzling hot and it's always hot. We always hope to see snow or ice sometimes, but anyway, it's impossible. So talking about idioms from winter might cool us down a little bit, I hope. Well, let's get started with the first idiom. The first idiom is put a project on ice. Ice, I-C-E, ice. Put a project on ice. Project, P-R-O-J-E-C-T. So if someone asks you to put a project on ice, you might think they mean to go put the project in the freezer or refrigerator. It actually means to stop working on that project, or like for a short time, or stop working for a while. So put a project on ice is to stop doing the project. So put a project on ice, put something on ice, so it means to stop doing that. Like the next one is something about cold, C-O-L-D, the word cold. If someone asks you on your wedding day if you have cold feet, you might think it's a strange question. Of course not. You say, I'm wearing socks. You are not cold. You don't have cold feet because you are wearing socks. This actually means to be scared enough to not do something as planned. That means you want to run away from something or something like that. So you have cold feet is being scared. The meanings of these phrases often cannot be understood from just the words being said, which makes them very confusing. So that's why it's called idioms. Let's move to the next one. To be on thin ice. We come back to the word ice, I-C-E again. To be on thin ice means to do something that is risky or might get a person in trouble. That's why, because thin ice can be broken or can break easily. So it's kind of risky. For example, in the sentence, after not showing up for work, Mark is on thin ice with his boss. If not coming to work, of course, you're going to have problem with your boss. So you are in trouble. So after not showing up for work, Mark is on thin ice with his boss. The next one is to break the ice. I think this idiom is very popular and we use this break the ice very often in some kind of activities like in seminar or workshop or in teaching and learning. during the first meeting, when we meet the first time, to make all the strangers get to know each other, we call break the ice activity. That means to start a conversation in order to get to know someone or to make it more comfortable socially. For example, we had a list of questions to ask in class to help us break the ice with our new partners. So to break the ice means to destroy the wall between strangers, to make them talk to each other. The next one is to have a snowball's chance in hell. Hell, H-E-L-L. Imagine about the weather in hell. It's very hot, maybe hotter than in Thailand right now. To have a snowball chance in hell, so it's impossible to have snowball. It will melt immediately. So that means having no chance of something happening. So it cannot happen at all. In Thai we have something called น้ำท่วมหลังเป็ด that means impossible. น้ำท่วม that means flood over the duck's back, like flood over the duck. The duck can swim, so it's impossible that the duck will sink in the water. So it's like something like a snowball chance in hell. The same thing, I think. The example of the sentence with the idiom a snowball chance in hell is, I told my friend Mike that he has a snowball chance in hell of dating his favorite celebrity. Well, today I'm talking about Mike only. You will hear a lot of the name Mike in sentences. So I will say that again. I told my friend Mike that he has a snowball chance in hell of dating his favorite celebrity. So it's impossible. It's near impossible. The next one is to give someone the cold shoulder. Shoulder, a part of a body, and cold, C-O-L-D. So to give someone the cold shoulder, to act unfriendly or to ignore someone. For example, she gave me the cold shoulder the day after I embarrassed her by dancing in front of her friends. That means she doesn't like someone dancing in front of her friends. So when you do that, she gave you the cold shoulder. That means she ignores you. So don't do that again. The next one, to leave someone out in the cold. Leave someone out in the cold. To not involve someone or keep them out of group situation. That means you don't pay attention at someone. My boss left me out in the cold when deciding on the new project with the other managers. This means the boss called every manager except you to involve in the new project, to leave someone out in the cold. And the last idiom for today is be snowed under. Be snowed under. Snow, S-N-O-W-E-D. Well, imagine that we have snow here in Thailand. Be snowed under. That means you are under snow. You are buried under the snow. This one means you are very busy. For example, I'm snowed under with work. I have got so much to do. So you cannot go out anywhere. You are under the snow. Well, I hope all of the idioms from winter today can cool you down a little bit. Even there is no snow, no ice, no real winter in Thailand. Well, anyway, some of us enjoy being in this kind of like warm weather. We can go out anytime we want. Coming up next is language learning tips.
Language learning tips.
Welcome back everyone. In language learning tips today, I'm bringing a teaching and learning methodology to share with you. It's called backward design. Backward design is a method of designing an educational curriculum by setting goals before choosing instructional methods and forms of assessment. So, backward design of curriculum typically involves 3 stages. In brief, this one means you have to set the goal first, like what you want to do. Actually, is maybe for some of us, or for me, or for you, sometimes it's kind of the thing that we typically do in our daily life. I mean, we have the goal first. But in some teaching, learning situation, sometimes we don't know what the teacher want us to know or to do or to be. They just start teaching. So, but in this methodology, the teacher will announce the goal first, like in the when the teacher comes into the class. Maybe the first sentence will be something like, today we are going to learn about idioms. So this is the goal. So it's kind of similar to the backward design. So identify the results first, or sometimes it's called big ideas or skills. The big ideas or the skill that we want to reach. When the student knows the goal, they know how to reach the goal, and what the student should know, understand, and be able to do. This is to identify the results desired first. Then consider the goals and curriculum expectations. Focus on the big ideas, that means the principles, the theories, the concepts, the point of views or theme from what the teachers desire or wants the students to know in the curriculum, and then determine acceptable levels of evidence that support the desired results have occurred. It's called culminating assessment task. So teachers or even ourselves have to measure or have to evaluate the evidence that we have reaching that goal or not, or reaching the goal at what level. What teachers will accept as evidence that student understanding took place, that in easy speaking, that we should know how we are at after starting to work on to reach the goal. And then consider culminating assessment tasks and a rank of assessment methods. This can be observations, tests, or projects, or any assignments to evaluate the range of assessment methods. And then design activities that will make desired results happen, that is learning events. And what knowledge and skills students will need to achieve the desired results. So we have to follow that. And consider teaching methods, sequence of lessons, and resource materials to reach the goal. So in brief, you can start learning with a goal. For example, if you say speak English like an American, then you find a way to reach that goal, and then find a way to evaluate that you are reaching the goal at what level. So this is called backward design. Start with the goal first.
RMUTP News.
You are listening to Living Language with me, Suwanna. Now we are at RMUTP News section. The news today is about the Faculty of Liberal Arts. Hospitality major student of Faculty of Liberal Arts ราชมงคลพระนคร won an honorable mention or diploma award in cooking competition that entitled Macro Horiga Challenge 2023 ราชมงคลพระนคร congratulated to Miss Kanika Kamun, third year student, hospitality major of Faculty of Liberal Arts, ราชมงคลพระนคร who won an honorable prize with score 63.66 in the Thai cooking competition in main course cooking, and they have to cook from 2 boxes of mysterious ingredients consisting of the main ingredients from protein and supplementary raw materials. In this competition, the contestants have to create a menu. When they see all mysterious ingredients, that means they don't know what ingredients are in the 2 boxes before. They have to check the ingredients and create the menu. There are 3 faculty members from the Division of Hospitality, including Dr. Pakamat Chairat, Miss Hatairat Patama Viwat, and Miss Patuma Inon, who supervise and train the students to compete in this program. This cooking competition is one of the activities of Horiga Academy Macro Horiga Challenge 2023 held on June 14, 2023 at Macro Department Store, Jang Watana Branch, is the stage for the Thailand Championship Cooking Competition under the concept of Global to Local, a world-class way of life from world-class ingredients. To create Thai food to the world. The competition was certified by the World Association of Chefs Societies. In this competition, Assistant Professor Yuttapum Suwarnavet, Dean of the Faculty of Liberal Arts, said that the faculty is willing to support academic and professional development activities for all students in all fields in order to prepare them to become the best and ready to work graduates of the country. The Dean also thanks all the supporters, the sponsors, and scholarships from alumni and Student Development Fund. Well, that's all we have time for today, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will meet again same time next week. Please subscribe to our channel on Facebook, YouTube, and online, RMUTP Live, and all the programs can be accessed online at englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. สวัสดีค่ะ
Living Language